Hey everyone, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we're watching Abbott Elementary, Season 4, Episode 17. Let's dive in.
Thank you all for participating in this personality potluck.
What is that?
Gregory.
You're welcome.
All right, so now we are going to work together as a team to match each person to the dish they want to represent their personality.
Well, who does this hook and bush belong to?
Oh.
Nah. Oh, all right, Mr. Johnson, but how does this represent you?
Actually, I studied pastry arts at the Cordon Bleu in Paris.
Oh.
I never went to no damn French.
Yeah, okay.
school.
Oh, that's it.
Done.
Thought there'd be a second part to that
Oh
joke.
my god. That makes more sense.
I need a final head count for karaoke.
I'll be there. I like big butts, but someone out there thinks I'm lying about it, and I gotta set the record straight.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
okay if I come late? I can't miss out on Friday night surge pricing.
I just hope you don't miss our duet, because I've been practicing my jaw roll voice all week, baby.
I'm not gonna miss out on the duet, and I put that on Murder INC.
I
Oh.
love that name. I, the karaoke queen, will not be in attendance.
Oh.
But before you fret, music joke, it's because I have a date. Well, I hope he measures up.
Nice. I'm sure he'll clear the bar.
Oh.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he hits all the right notes.
Who's the date with?
Melissa, you don't know who it is? It's so sharp.
Now that's a man. Yes, fine for no
Oh.
reason.
Whoa, whoa,
Yes,
whoa.
he is.
Okay, Barb.
Won't you go say hi? He's a little cutie patootie.
Cuties are everywhere. It's gonna take a lot more than being the cutest cutie to ever patoot to turn the head of old Jacob Hill.
Hey, Erika. And Simon.
Oh, okay.
What's he doing here? Hey, worship in the ground I walk on, of course.
Hey, Janine.
Back on.
Why don't you go talk to Jacob?
Whatever you say, you baby.
Oh.
I love it when you guys are together. It's kind of fun, but dangerous. Like walking backwards. So, together this time.
Ooh.
Asking a lot of questions about me and my man, but where is yours?
Oh, hey. How you doing? I'm Gregory.
I'll sit here.
Oh, I got you.
Oh.
In case someone
Okay.
kind of walks by.
Thank you. I've been hesitant to come here. It's kind of a sore spot since it replaced one of my favorite restaurants.
That old diner was one of your favorite restaurants?
Well, for the nostalgia, not for the food. It was where my parents would take me whenever I got a good report card. What about you, though? Did your family go out to eat a lot when you were growing up?
You're not supposed to ask people if they grew up rich. But if you're worried I don't know what MP means, I do. And those are the only things I'll be ordering.
Jeez.
Aww. She's so closed off, eh?
Yeah.
This is like the hardest song to say.
The song like had a resurgence with
Yeah, it did.
younger generation.
Was it like a TikTok?
I think.
Ah.
Burp soft key.
Hi, can I please get?
Fire song though.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not a stripper.
There you go.
Yay. For the rent. Hey.
Oh, here we go.
Jumping shit.
Wait, this is their private room?
Yeah, it's wild. It's massive.
Hey, you forgot the beer. And where are all the worship songs? I was promised the BBs and the CCs.
I saw my
See.
Bobby,
Zach.
I like Zach.
He's out there with a new gentleman caller, name unknown. Okay, so we thought the T's were cool.
大丈夫ですか？よくあることだよ。
はい、大丈夫ですね。
心配しない。
Good thing we came to this Japanese restaurant.
Touche.
Wow. Now he's speaking French. This man is turning into a Rosetta Stone right before my very eyes.
Do you speak any other languages?
Just the universal one.
Love?
That's
Money.
hilarious. Money.
Real quick, if you're enjoying watching this video, do us a favor and consider hitting that subscribe button.
We've got so much more on the way, and subscribing really helps the channel.
Yep, and don't forget to hit that bell for all the notifications so you never miss a video that we drop. All right, back to the reaction. Hey!
Oh wow, she found one.
Never would have made it.
Without you.
Hey, so no pressure, but I've already moved our names to the bottom of the queue like twice now.
Yeah, okay, I'm just picking up one more ride, and then I'm there.
So excited to see you, and however long it takes.
Something crazy gonna happen right now.
Yep. Janine, I gotta go.
Love you.
All right, love you too.
Oh.
Love you three.
Okay.
Oh, You can refuse a ride, right?
Oh, it's all happening.
Oh.
We're celebrating the opening night of my one-man show, Got Out.
Oh, you
Got
On out.
Yeah, writing about you actually broke down some walls for me creatively. But what about you? What are you up
jeez.
to? You know, I'm near you guys now. I just moved to Northern Liberties.
Oh.
Zach, what the hell? It's been your dream neighborhood for like ever.
I know. I'm really going after what I want. It feels good.
Oh. Well,
Oh, nice.
Wow.
The lyrics.
Oh.
I walk down the street. Baby. This is a great duet.
there's our menu.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Those are my top 5 roller coasters. Do you have a favorite?
A favorite what? Thing I never wanted to talk about tonight.
Ava.
Do you think it was just the family thing at the beginning?
Could we just get the check, actually?
Oh, so you just decided I didn't want the matcha cheesecake?
No, I just didn't want to waste any more of your time since this is going so
Yeah.
well. They're making fun of me the whole night.
Did not even realize.
That's kind of been our thing.
Oh.
Nice to build on that rapport, to actually, I don't know, learn something about each other.
How long do you think it'll be until you get here?
It should be about. Whoa!
What?
It's just
Come on,
service pricing
man.
is the highest I've ever seen it right now. A fare to Jersey just came in, and it paid for like a fifth of my rent.
You gotta take it. Took a second job to make money. Make the money.
Thank you for understanding.
Sounds great. Overall, just great.
What song is this?
But he's always pitchy and he refuses to use his diaphragm.
Gosh, they're serious. This is my last resort.
No breathing.
Oh, Jacob. This is a fire song,
Yeah.
though.
Is it Papa Roach?
I know you said you're okay, but the songs you have in the queue,
Mr.
they
Johnson's
sound
cleaning.
quite alarming.
He's gotten back into theater.
Yeah.
He's got his dream apartment, new friends. I didn't recognize anybody. I don't know. I feel stuck. This is the part where you tell me I'm doing great and I'm overreacting.
There's more to life than work.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's time for you to start looking for whatever your dream apartment is.
Hey, you might even think about
Get out of
looking
my
for something
apartment.
deeper in your dating life.
Yeah.
And it's like if I'm driving to make money, so I'm not stressed about going out. But then
Oh,
I'm missing
gosh.
that
Yeah.
when I'm driving. Then like, what's the point? It's like I'm going in circles.
Yeah.
But you are going the right way, right?
Maria F is 5 minutes away. You don't have to wait with me.
Of course I'm gonna wait with you.
My family used to go out to eat at chain restaurants all the time. It was like my dad's favorite thing to do. But he has the worst taste.
I kind of like chain restaurants.
Me too.
So do I.
But I was talking about his taste in women.
Oh.
There it
He
is.
started a second family with a waitress at one of those restaurants, and queso dips are very triggering for me now.
Thank you for telling me that. I don't really like queso dip anyway, so it won't be hard to avoid on our next date.
Gregory?
That way.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, make a little joke.
What divorced lesbian did you steal?
Get in my car.
She was holding that in. She had that ready.
I guess it's me.
Gregory's gonna come through.
What's up, guys? That was great, Melissa. Thank you.
Always on time.
As you guys know, Gregory was supposed to be here, but he couldn't make it.
Change the song. What are you doing?
I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on
He's coming on the jaw part. Late night lover. Like no other.
Oh, boy.
The love is about pain. They're all restraints.
Aw. Go for it, Jacob.
No.
Bill?
Elijah.
Hi, Elijah. I'm Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
I'm so glad that worked.
What were you gonna do if it didn't?
Probably say, hey, I'm Jacob, the guy you forgot to hit on earlier.
It's also pretty good.
Thank you. Do you think I could get your number?
Are you sure? I'm gonna put it in as Bill.
All right.
It's so great to see you. I wanted to meet my new boyfriend. White?
It's actually pronounced Wyatt.
You're talking about how I'm looking around and everyone.
Yeah. Crying alone on
On
the
the
bedroom
bedroom
floor
floor,
because he's
he's
hungry.
hungry. And the only way to feed him is to... Oh my gosh, the classics in this room.
Aww. I ain't
I
got a job now. I know he's acting all crazy.
Oh my gosh, Barb. The bedroom. I can't with Barb.
He's a man for
A little bit of money, but his daddy's gone. Oh,
He ain't out of lockdown. I ain't
I
got a job now.
It's just a good time, but for me, this is what I call life.
Listen.
Somebody who usually shuns the spotlight, I never really got the appeal of
It is a sad song.
It's so sad.
Let me catch you up on everything you missed while you were gone. Kept a log, just the way you like.
Right.
So, 8:02 p.m.
See?
You arrived.
2 minutes late, what happened?
Hey, I'm pretty sure I requested a quiet ride.
You know what? You sure did. My bad.
It's funny that last episode they talked about the oldies
Yeah,
of
and now it's
music,
just
and
all this.
legit, the karaoke was, I guess, is there, are they really considered
Yeah.
oldies now?
I'm just like super cognizant of the fact that this goes on the internet, and I was singing through a lot of those.
I mean, both of us were, whatever.
Anyway,
Not that many people watch our videos. Mm.
that was funny.
Those
Those songs
so
are great. Those songs
funny.
are great.
Those are songs. Those are.
Because like they're basically our generation. Like these.
Yeah, yeah.
all of them,
Those
right?
were the hits.
That's really good.
Yeah.
The Ava and Oshan, the date was like I think it was exactly that. It was just triggered right at the beginning. That like the walls went up immediately.
Yeah,
And
but
her
that's
defense mechanism is just to be sarcastic and.
well. Also, I feel like that's also just how she is. Like, we see she doesn't like to be vulnerable. That's why she's
Yeah.
so rude. And whenever she is vulnerable or lets a wall down, it's like, oh, like we're getting to know. But I think that's why we don't know much about her, because she's not willing to divulge anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I mean, we get little tidbits here and there, and we kind of understand more and more. Like here, like I think
Yeah, it's such a slow drip with her.
which is how it feels with people like that, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like
Yeah,
it takes
so
a while to
it's-
get that kind of information and break those barriers down.
I'm just amazed that Oshan is willing to like take the beating, like he just has so much grace for her.
mean, he gave a lot of chances during that night, and I think
So what? Too many. Even throughout, like asking her on a date, like she's just been so rude, like playing so hard to get, and he was still. I mean, good for him. Still persistent.
yeah, it was kind of interesting. Like I don't know if I completely, well, I don't know. His reasoning at the end for ending the date was that like, yeah, this is consistent with who I've known you to be, but my hope was that we would go to something different during this date.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's a good hope to have, but it's
Yeah.
also a hard expectation to set with somebody, because like when you go out, when you're like asked out on a date, or like you are going to do that, like I feel like what got you there is kind of what the person wanted, right? So like to have this expectation that, oh no, I want to break down everything and you become this totally different person inconsistent with what we've been doing, I feel like that's a weird expectation.
No, I don't think so.
Like baby steps, sure, but like, because like she wasn't being any different than she has been to him, which is her point. And his expectation was that like I wanted it to be different, but that's like if I don't know, you know what I mean? Like if you've been one way with somebody and then they ask you out on a date, in your mind, wouldn't you be like, okay, then they like who I am, the way that I am?
Yeah, I could see that from Ava's point of view.
Yeah.
But I could also see Oshan's point of view because their whole thing is it's all workplace banter. They've never really had like a solid conversation outside of work. So I think his expectation was like when we start actually getting to know each other outside of our jobs, maybe things would be a bit different. But we see that she does not like talking about herself, and the things that she does talk about are her superficial interests.
Right, but
and I think he was just hoping for more because it is a different setting. I think it's a valid expectation.
I guess, but the jump that was a bit, I feel, too far for at least the first date is that him being like, oh, you obviously aren't having a good time. And like, well, that part of it is weird because everything up to that point has been consistent. And you guys were having a good time together, and now he's feeling ways about the jabs, whereas like literally our entire relationship up to this point has been me jabbing you and like having fun with you. But because we're in this setting, now you have these elevated expectations that weren't communicated to me. And now my consistent jabs mean something different when I was like, well, no, right? Like, so that's the part I feel like is a bit too far, but not to a point where it's like, it's not that deep, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. Because he was trying to go out of his way in the workplace to help her.
Right.
Which could be very similar to how he is obviously going out of his way to take her out. So.
Yeah, and I guess the difference is that maybe the difference here is that he was actually offering personal stuff throughout the night, like stuff outside of what they normally talk about.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the lack of reciprocation.
Yeah, which you would think is like a normal thing to do.
Right.
When having not on a date, just like any regular conversation.
Right.
But she seems to be very, very, very guarded, which we see like there's reason for. And when she did talk about something, she got like, it's like, dang, I'm like,
yeah.
Like then she got in a real deep. It's like you can start with like how many siblings you have, or like.
Well, I mean, it was finishing an answer.
Yeah, it was pertinent to what they were talking about.
And I think in terms of like the grace that he was giving her, I feel like it might have been the exact same kind of response had it not been the answer that she gave. Because I think in that moment he's like, oh, okay, there's a reason that's actually deeper that makes you put up those walls, and he's like intuitive.
He's so
enough
intuitive
to understand that. So like if it was just kind of like more of like the same kind of excuse, then maybe it would have been that's it, and that's fine. Like I'll be respectful and we'll just end it there. But because it was that, I feel like he's like, okay, well I'll extend this grace because there's something there, and you went there with me, even though it's something that you don't want to do.
There's probably something very tough for you. And
so
she actually said it was triggering.
Right.
So, but that means a lot. That's huge coming from Ava, which she recognizes. And then for her to actually show, because her thing is like to be so dismissive and like show zero desire. So the fact that she was able to reveal something about herself, something so deep, and then later ask him if he wants to come to karaoke is like, I feel like that's huge for her, because usually it's him pursuing her, never the other way around. And I feel like in her previous relationship, she's never been the pursuer.
Right.
So this is, you can tell like it's caught her off guard. Like this is completely new for me that somebody wants to get to know me. And after she divulged that information, could clearly see that that was a safe space for her.
Right.
So I think that's Sean.
He wasn't in that last scene. Singing City High.
Oh, he wasn't?
I was looking for her. I was like, is he? Maybe
I
he was
didn't
there.
notice.
Barbara.
Yo, how many years? I need to know from people, how many years have you listened to that song, sung that song, and never realized what it was about?
Really? You didn't understand what you were saying in that song?
No.
Oh man! Like, and
Later on,
the friend takes her outside of the party and talks to her and be like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Later on, I like read the lyrics. I'm like, I don't know, Google. And I was
By
like,
the way,
oh
do you know
my
the City High
God.
drama?
You told me about it. I don't remember.
Well,
Someone like they're three, right?
Yeah, but first of all, one of them is the dude that hit the high note in Sister Act when Jesus washed.
Walked on Jesus.
When
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
walked,
yeah. Yeah, that was an
him.
iconic
So that was trippy for me to just realize that. And then it was like two guys and a girl. One of them was a couple, and then they switched. The girl switched to the other guy, and that's how they broke up. Essentially, this group.
That would do it.
They had some.
That'll do it.
They had that one. They had Caramel.
That's it, babe. That's it. Did they have other ones? Those are the only ones I know.
Caramel collection. Oh. Five with brown
They're
eyes.
two-hit
Okay.
wonder. Two-hit wonder.
Those were two iconic hits.
They are
though.
iconic.
They were like.
I'm not. Yeah.
You know, had they not done the mixy match thing, they could have
Maybe.
gone far.
Maybe.
All right.
We'll never know.
We will never know.
But this song still hits.
Yes. Barbara, yo. He's praying over it. I'm like, it's so sad.
It's so true. It's so true. Oh man, this was so good. Even like the Papa Roach song, just like to bring out those hits are so what's it called? Like it's
Nostalgic.
so like nostalgic, like quintessential,
I
like
probably
that.
burnt CDs that had like exactly these
Yeah,
songs on them.
right.
Oh man.
I feel like is there anything? Oh, Gregory.
Yeah. That's a that's a real thing. That's something I face every single day.
Yeah, it's real.
And yeah, it like for him it's about like experiences in life and relationship. For me it's like especially it's the kids, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, like I'm working so hard so that I can spend time with kids eventually. But then like in the moments and yeah, so it's like it's a very real thing. And you feel conflicted in the moment for sure.
Do not take time for granted.
Yeah. But life is expensive, and it's like like you have to buy time, and so it's a moment by moment negotiation. Because it's like there are times when it's like, yeah, you obviously have to work to do this, but there can be like little moments here and there, like, okay, this is clearly not as important as like spending time with my kid or my significant other in this moment. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
Negotiation.
Yeah. No, we're all trying to beat the system.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway.
Yo, okay, I thought there was gonna be more about that creepy guy in the car. Thank God it just ended at that.
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be more to that. Like he was way too.
Yeah, and the way that they were like kind of like, oh yeah, I'll be there soon.
Yeah, I was like, is something gonna happen? Like, no, this show wouldn't go that dramatic. But that guy was so creepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, hopefully you're enjoying watching with us. Apologies that it took so long to get these episodes up. We were out for a couple weeks, but we are back, and this was a great one. So if you do want to watch the full uncut reactions, we have those up on Patreon, so you could always check that out. Otherwise, we will see you here for the next one. Peace.